Nothing gives me joy than when I see these Oyibo people, they suffer, they see shege because of Nigeria or because of Africa. You see, I am very, very happy, and I continue and I will continue to share this kind of videos because, see, one thing you people don't understand is Nigeria is the only African country that is making these European countries know that Africa can give them pepper. Nigeria is the only African country that is making them know that these black people where they look down on, these black people, they are thinking that they cannot do anything. They actually have capacity and strength to make us see shege, to make us suffer, make us see enough. See, Nigeria can turn the story around and the suffering will be in Europe. The suffering will be in their country. That can happen. And that's why we need to share it, so that Nigerians can see what they are doing and feel proud. Africans can see what Nigerians are doing, especially these our Ghanaians. As they busy, they make noise. Nigeria must go. Nigeria this and that. They should know the people that they are provoking. If Nigeria go fit make Europe suffer, if Nigeria go fit make European companies suffer, who be Ghana? Who be, what is that president, that aspirant failed politician that is now struggling to use Nigeria's name to become popular? If one Nigerian, one man in Nigeria can make European companies to suffer, make European companies to go bankrupt, make European companies to the one that they panic, they ask themselves questions, what is going on, what is happening with us? Then how much more of Ghana? I always say, see, if one man in Nigeria just decide to pull out his companies from Ghana, Ghana will see their economy shrink. You understand? If one man from Nigeria, I don't want to mention his name, he just decided I will pull out all my companies and investments that are in Ghana. Just pull them out. The president of Ghana will be in Nigeria the next day. He will take the next available flight to Nigeria and be on his knees negotiating and begging. It's just that ignorant Ghanaians will never understand, no matter how you explain this thing, give them. But anyhow, no be Ghanaians carry me come for this particular video. Now Europeans, white man. Because of all that we have been through in the hands of this white man, all of our resources they don't they thief, all of our valuable things they don't they collect from us, making sure that they keep making African leaders today. Some of the African leaders that are doing the terrible things they are doing is because they have the backing of these people. These people make sure that they support and encourage corrupt leaders so that they will become leaders in Africa, and they will use those leaders to continue crippling Africa. But see one man in Nigeria, one Nigerian man, now they give Oyibo headache. Then you are telling me make we not respect Nigerians. You're telling me make we not hail Nigerians. You're telling me we should not be celebrating Nigerians. See, I've always said, these people don't want Africa to develop because Africa's development is directly proportional to Europeans' collapse. The moment Africa is growing, the moment our economies are growing, the moment they are no longer taking our resources, our diamond, our gold, our crude oil, our bauxite, our lithium, the moment these things no longer cross and enter these white countries, that is the end of them. That is the end of them. And this Nigerian now that is making these European companies collapse, this Nigerian that is making Europeans suffer, is just a perfect example, a blueprint of what Africa should understand that Africa needs to do. See, one man just getting it right should just already set the pace and tell everybody in Africa, all we need to do, guys, is to get it right. Because once we get it right, these people will be struggling. They'll be the one running after us. They'll be the ones struggling to see how they can catch up with us. They'll be the ones struggling and begging to see how we can calm down and give them space. But so far, only Nigeria in this continent of Africa has the capacity. And Nigeria has done it in multiple ways. Before I start talking about this particular case that is bringing me to this video, we already know that right now the Europeans, the Americans, the music awards, they are struggling to limit Nigeria's entertainment growth because Nigeria is taking over them and making their people see like their future in entertainment is no longer there. Yes, that's why you see they have a problem. They are using people here and there to start fighting Afrobeat music. They're going to give award to Tyler back to back, even though she's not singing any song. They'll be disgracing themselves, carrying Afrobeat and giving to people who are not singing Afrobeat, because they want to make sure that they limit the way Nigeria is overpowering the world. They know that the overpowering that Nigeria is bringing in will slow down opportunities for them. And so they must take action to make sure that things start getting slower for Nigerians. That's the truth. That is the honest truth. And Nigeria is also waking up, not just in that entertainment sector, but these guys are waking up with refineries, factories, industries. Everybody wants to come. China is struggling to build factories all over Nigeria because China has gotten the message clearly. China has gotten the message that, bro, if we don't come and build in Nigeria, Nigeria will not send raw material to us. They'll find a way to build the factories themselves. There is no sector in Nigeria that now that Nigerians cannot build their factories in. If Nigeria is inviting Chinese or any foreign companies to come and build with them, it's because of their likings, because Nigeria gets individuals, not only Dangote, individuals that can stand and build different kind of factories in Nigeria and run the economy, and everything will be okay. That's a fact. You get it? And so these people, they see it and they know it. And this particular Dangote refinery, the damage we don't cause Europeans, the damage that the Dangote refinery has cost Europeans, I don't think Europeans are ignorant about it. They are definitely not. They are definitely making sure that other sectors don't get to feel the kind of heat with Dangote refinery don't put them through. Let me show you something. More European refineries are now struggling because of what? Dangote refinery in Nigeria. One man, one Nigerian man, one Dangote, one refinery cause problem for the whole of Europe. The whole Europe, from UK to France to Germany, all of Europe, their refineries are going down. I did a video the other day telling you that even America is also facing problem because of Dangote refinery. India prefers to come and start doing business with Nigeria. Start doing buying and exchanging with Dangote refinery. It's a problem. Nigeria also introduced Naira for crude. So when India is coming to buy, it's buying with Naira. When China is coming to buy, they buy with Naira. Brazil is coming to buy, they buy with Naira. No dollars, no euro, no pounds. How not going to affect them? I think, how would they not be in trouble? They are in trouble. Their trouble not going to end. The trouble is too big for them to handle. They are just panicking at the moment. So as you can see, refineries all over Europe. More. It started with England. When Dangote just completed his refinery, do you know what happened? England had to shut down their refinery. Yes, England. I'm telling you, the UK shut down refineries in the UK. Immediately Dangote completed his refinery. Do you know why? Because some of those refineries in the UK, their job was just to refine the crude oil from Nigeria and other African countries and send back the petroleum products to Nigeria and other African countries. Excuse me. And send back the petroleum products to Nigeria and other African countries. So now that Dangote has cut them off completely, because he is now in charge. He refines the crude and distributes in Nigeria. If he says, I don't want to distribute in Nigeria, he distributes across Africa. He distributes to Israel, to Brazil rather. He distributes to Mexico, jet fuel to America, and so many other countries. So European refineries now have no choice, because for European refineries to run, they need crude oil. Where is the crude coming from? Africa. Now that Africa has decided that we have our own refineries, we're not going to sell crude, give una. So what would their refineries be standing there doing? The disadvantage on their side is just too many. They had refineries, but the crude oil used to refine in the refineries was coming from where? Africa. Now Dangote has come and said, I'm building the refinery in Africa. So all the crude oil in Africa now is no longer going to Europe. Like Ghana is now selling their crude oil to Dangote refinery. Even America is selling their crude oil to Dangote refinery. Nigeria crude oil, Dangote refinery, and maybe, So now the competition has gotten to the point where it has gotten to the climax where these Europeans can no longer deal with it. And that's why they have no choice than shut down the refineries. France, for example, buys almost the biggest buyer of Nigeria. France, they buy a lot from Nigeria. So why would they now be buying from Nigeria and be building refinery or be running refinery? So refineries in Europe are definitely going bankrupt. Any refinery in Europe that has not yet faced this problem will eventually face this problem. Because after Dangote, more refineries will come in Africa. More people go build refinery now. Even Dangote, he get as he go rich, he go say, no, I'm building another refinery. Because he sees the money, he sees the opportunities in the refinery business. And so this is literally a very big challenge for Europeans. Dangote has become their biggest nightmare. Dangote has become one of the biggest problems they will ever face. And they can't believe that a Nigerian man, an African country, is giving Europeans this kind of headache. Even America themselves, they didn't expect. They underestimated Africa. But Nigeria has come through for Africa. They look down on Africa that we are too small, we can't do anything, we can't achieve anything. But Nigeria and Dangote and many other Nigerian billionaires who are doing it great all over the world have come through to save the black race and tell the world that we are not done. We are coming. You cannot ride us out. We are great people and we will come back. We are the greatest people in the world and we are coming back to take what rightfully belongs to us. And right now, as I'm talking to you, only Nigeria in Africa is bringing in that spirit. Only Nigeria in Africa is pulling in those results. And so I am very, 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 very unhappy when I see these yeye Ghanaians and some few South Africans coming out to say, let's ban these Nigerians, let's chase them away. You guys literally don't know what you're doing. Because this Nigeria you're talking about is literally the only country and the only people that give Africa respect. The least you can do as a Ghanaian, South African, or any African is to respect Nigeria for what they are doing for the continent of Africa. It is what it is. Your Baji Max on this one again. Smash the like button, smash notification bell. Come back anytime you're free, guys, because the update that is coming after this one will be absolutely shocking, mind-blowing, and amazing. And you don't want to miss it. God bless you all. Cheers.